This is Agenda TV, sauti ya mwananchi.
I'm Rainer Kröplin, born in Germany on 26th of January 1955. Today I'm 66. I came to Kenya first time in January 2019 after I've tried my projects as an investor in Ethiopia for 4 years. I wanted to take a rest and see how it is in coastal. I was coming to Mtwapa by advice of some friends in Nairobi. Then I was first in a hotel in Mtwapa, enjoying beach life a bit. The first hotel was not to my liking, so I moved up to Umaya. North of that hotel, I was first near Paris Beach. In that Christian hotel, I was the only guest and treated nicely by staff. I loved it, but then I needed some fresh beer as a German. So went to Samala Hotel next by and met a waiter by the name of Masi, or Jumbo Ochieng. Now we were mingling a bit and she invited me for dancing in Danka Club. She left me, I had to go to Nairobi to meet my business partners and we only chatted for a long time before I came back in April 2019 to see what it really was. But we came along very nicely because prepared by chatting on WhatsApp, we know each other quite well. She suggested to go for a weekend to Malindi. We set out to be spending a nice weekend, and I found a sign which says property to sell, a house to sell. In 2019, and we stayed for 1 week together, Masi and I, in that house. Approved it, and I was going to invest in it. Came back October 2019 to do the purchasing final. Now I'm a registered investor, as I own this house and leasehold, but it's a secure title, so I was very fine that I'm now a holder of this leasehold for 88 years. This is probably a bit more than my life expectation to come. So in that house we were always together, Masi and myself, and the development of our relationship was such that I saw her as a fiancée. I visited the family, all the family in Zaya, as she was Luo, and there we met the family. I met brothers and sisters and mother and father. Helped them out with giving money for a new house for brother George, and gave livestock to the family for giving them better life base. I bought a tank so that they did not take water from the borehole direct anymore, but could capture in a tank and easily improve their lives. So I was last time in Kenya, needed to go back to Germany on February 29 in 2020, after we had spent a week in Zanzibar for her Valentine's present. Then, unfortunately, COVID came and locked down airports, so I had to stay outside for a long time. We were in daily chats, and I was very trustful and faithful that she would be on my side. So I came back on the 29th of November, and we set out to live in Malindi again. Usually in the morning I went for coffees in Australia and came back later, and then we had breakfast together because he used to sleep a bit longer. We saw a few security issues in that compound of Harbour Quay cottages. And as I was appointed deputy director of that limited company, I'd cared. I sneaked out and found out the loopholes. Although there was security 24/7, my bicycle was stolen around the 4th of December. On December 6th, then I asked her, hey, did you see the bicycle was taken? Oh, she said, I knew. I said, what? And it made a bit of a discussion about trusting when she doesn't tell me. She told me, yeah, she was following up herself to the village and so. But the bicycle was stolen. We reported to the security company. Then on December 10, my usual procedure, going to the coffee, came back at around 10:30 and found the house empty but locked as usual. All clothes there, everything in the house, shoes, makeup and so, but Masi gone. I thought, hey, she's over for the beach walk. She will come. At about after lunchtime, about 1 o'clock p.m., I said, shit, there is something wrong. She did not show up. So I talked to my friends in the compound, good friend of hers, Stella, and asked, hey, did you see where she is? And so she was gone for not seen even. Nobody of security saw her going. So I said, okay, well, too early for a missing person report. As usually they say, wait. So I waited. Next day, on the Friday 11th, went to the local police station in Malindi, which is responsible, as I thought, and found that it's nice that there is the German flag as the color of the Kenyan police. Black, red, yellow. Felt very secure and talked to the people there, made a missing person report first. After some typical paperwork done, the two officers came with me to the house and wanted to see the scene, if I was lying or what. So they saw everything there. And suddenly somebody said, hey, what about the suitcase on the bed? I said, oh, this is just my suitcase. Pulled it out and saw, whoops, it was broken in two. My backpack, which was in there in locked state, was open, and the two envelopes with 20,000 euros each taken. The money to be paid for the house, and the contract to be signed on the 14th December, Monday, in that notary office we had appointed locally in Malindi. So I can only say she took 100% cash instead of 50% real estate to own. And she left me and is not seen since December 10th, 8:45 a.m. Last time online on WhatsApp. She took only 2 phones and all the clothes she had wearing. And that's it. Last time seen there. The security company had no clue. They didn't see her. She was obviously going out the security loopholes in Coral Key, which is nearby. So I then continued to make another report, as they said I needed to change the missing person.